This is mod 1 for the bloat. Your trainer's going to give you different variations. Just follow along, do the best you can. We're going to do Zen swings into downward dog and upward dog. Let's get started. Bend into those knees, little semi-squat with the body. Bring the left arm in front, right arm behind, and just start your Zen swings. Let the hips move with the body. Breathe. Zen. Whew. Eyes forward. Breathe into the whole body. Down for those downward dog, upward dogs. So start in a downward dog position with those knees bent a lot. Ribs almost touching the thighs. Transfer your weight forward into that tabletop position. Lower down towards the floor. Release the shoelaces onto the floor. Lift up into a safe upward dog with the elbows bent. Bring the forehead back down. Curl the toes under. Come back up into that downward facing dog. We'll go again. Come forward. Safely place the knees down. Bend the elbows, chest to floor. Release the toes, lift the chest. Forehead to floor, curl toes, push up, lift hips, downward dog. Come forward, release the knees, bend the elbows, chest to floor. Release the toes, lift the chest, forehead down, curl the toes, push back up, downward dog. This is mod 2 for the bloat. Your trainer's going to give you different variations. Just do the best you can, follow along. Zen swings into downward dog, upward dog. Let's start with that Zen swing. Bring those feet wider than hip distance apart, a little bend into the knees, and just start that movement. So loosen up the whole upper body. Let the energy surge through your body. Breathe. Feels great. Keep moving, keep swinging. Coming down into that position, setting up for those downward dog, upward dogs. Start in your plank position. Bend the knees, lift the hips up and back. Come forward back into that plank position, lowering down chest to floor. Release onto the tops of the feet, slide through into an upward dog. Curl the toes, come back to plank, lift the hips up and back, downward dog. Keep the bend into the knees. Come forward into plank position. Bend the elbows, lower the chest towards the floor. Push into your upward dog, 10 toenails on the floor. Curl back over the toes to plank, bend the knees, downward facing dog. Come forward again, plank, knees are bent. Use your core, lower the chest towards the floor. Slide onto the tops of the feet, lift up, upward dog. Step back over your feet to plank, bend the knees, downward dog. Keep moving with your trainer's commands. Breathe, have fun. This is mod 3 for the bloat. Your trainer's going to give you different variations. Just follow along, do the best you can. We're going to do Zen swings into downward dog and upward dog. Let's start with those Zen swings. Bring those feet wider than hip distance apart. Bend into the knees and start that arm movement. Add the feet. So you're moving through the hips, moving that upper body. Full range of motion here. Opening up through the upper spine, the shoulders. Getting that Zen energy moving through the body. Find your breath. Breathe it out. Coming in for those downward dogs into upward dogs. Starting from a plank position. Shoulders over wrists. Lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. From here, come forward into the plank position. Lower the chest towards the floor. There's a little hover there. Slide onto the tops of the toenails. Come into your upward dog. Use your core, squeeze your hips together, come back into downward facing dog. And go again. Come forward into plank, lower down, elbows squeeze into the ribs, lift the chest, back of the neck long, squeeze the hip bones, downward facing dog. Keep moving, have fun, breathe.